Hello guys and welcome to day 5 of the Ramzan Dynamik program. Today's focus is going to be pushing and hamstrings or pushing and bend or hinge. So in the pushing we'll obviously have elements of chest and shoulders, and primarily in the hinge we'll have some hamstring components, and again we'll end with a small finisher like we have been for the past 4 days. So without further ado, again let's get into the warm-up. Movement number 1 is PVC pipe Cuban press. By the way, I keep looking there because our board is there. Your board is going to be, virtual. So PVC pipe Cuban press, we're going to take a grip just outside the shoulders for your Cuban press. You're going to pull up to the chest. From here, you're going to rotate above the head. Press up, back down, over the head, rotate in, but you won't go all the way back down. You're going to rotate back and then press. So just here, rotate, rotate, press. Rotate, rotate, press. One side view as well. So rotate above the head, press, rotate down, rotate and press. I just said rotate a good 10 times. Once we're done with the Cuban press, we're going to move to the suitcase deadlift. For that, you'll just need a single dumbbell or kettlebell. Holding the dumbbell by the lower end, we're going to perform a suitcase deadlift. So hips hinging backwards, touching the ground, and then standing tall. And we're going to perform 5 reps each arm. Make sure you're loading the hamstrings and not bending forward, just hinging at the hips, touching the ground, coming back up. Suitcase deadlift, we're going to do 5 each side. Next, we're going to have box step-ups. Again, this movement is for 5 reps each side. And what I want you to do is drive through the foot on the box and then stand tall. I might have gone out of frame for that one, but you want to stand as tall as possible. What you don't want to do in the step-up is use this foot to come up. So drive with the primary foot, which is starting on the box. All right. So that's your box step up, and ending with IYTWs to open up the shoulders and chest. So you're going to bend over, hinge at the hips, and from here we're going to start I, Y, T, and W. All right. So most of you already know what the IYTW looks like. We're going to do 5 reps. That means you're going to go through the IYTW 5 times. All right. So that is the warm-up for today. And once the warm-up is done, we're going to head into the first movement, which is behind the neck press. So for the behind the neck press, you'll obviously be using a barbell. We're going to rack the behind the neck press on our backs, taking a wide grip, stepping back. Try to go all the way down to your back. If you can't, then maybe just till ear level and then push back up. Obviously, this will be dependent on your mobility. So start out with a lighter load because this is not something you do generally in training. Start out with a lighter load and then build up accordingly. We're going to be doing 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps for the behind the neck press. Second movement is going to be staggered cross-body Romanian deadlift. Lots of words there, but this is how it's going to go. So staggered stance, meaning one foot is forward, second foot is back and on your toe. Dumbbell is starting out in the right hand, but we're going to hinge towards the left side. So staggered Romanian deadlift, but you're rotating towards the left side. So you're loading this hamstring and that side glute. All right. And then come back up, rotate back in, rotate out and in, out and in. So that is the staggered stance cross-body Romanian deadlift. We're going to do 4 sets of 14 to 16. I've given you guys a range so that as you go heavier, you can reduce the reps. 14 or 16 just means either 8 each side or 7 each side. All right. So start out maybe with your weaker side and then move on to your stronger side. That's how I would do it. Movement number 3, we're going to go back to upper body for dumbbell skull crushers. For the skull crushers, we'll be using the bench. So from the starting position, which is going to be full extension of the elbows over here, over your chest, you're going to let the dumbbells go backwards, but you're going to make sure that your elbow moves as little as possible. Okay? Actually, it would be more helpful if you start out just behind the chest like this, and then start from here, and then full extension at the top. Yeah, try not to let the elbow move out of position. And we're going to be performing 3 sets of 15 reps. So lots of reps, so keep the weight light, focus on good movement. Skull crushers do destroy your tricep. So just make sure you're not taking a very heavy weight to start with. Second movement is again on the bench. So, fourth movement is again on the bench. So dumbbell chest flies. So for the dumbbell chest fly, again, this time you're going to take an arched position on the bench, unlike the skull crushers. So back is nice and arched. Dumbbells start over the chest. You're going to keep the arms slightly bent as you let the dumbbells go outward and then pull them back in. Don't change the bend. As you go down, you're extending, and then as you come up, you're curling. So don't do that. Try to keep one bend throughout and get a nice stretch in the chest at the bottom, and then squeeze at the top. All right? So for the flies, we're doing 3 sets of 12 reps. And again, you want to start out comparatively lighter. Again, skull crushers and flies aren't meant to, you aren't meant to go really heavy on them. Cross body deadlift, behind the neck press, those are bigger compound movements, so that's where you want to go heavy. All right? And then we're going to be ending with our traditional finisher, which is this time going to be an EMOM. So in this EMOM, we'll be having 2 movements. So it's an 8-minute EMOM. And movement number 1 is a ball slam. So movement number 1 is the D-ball step up. So what you're going to do is you're going to alternate between movement number 1 and movement number 2 with each minute. So you perform the dumbbell D-ball step ups in minute 1 and the D-ball slams in minute 2. And we're doing this for 8 minutes, so around 4 rounds of the circuit. So D-ball on the shoulder, again stepping up tall and then stepping back down, switching the foot, standing tall and stepping down. So that is the step up, and we're going to perform 5 reps each side. You can do either alternate reps or just stick to one side for the 5 reps and then go to the other side. Minute 2 is going to be D-ball slam. So for the D-ball slam, as you know, the D-ball is going to start on the ground. You're going to hinge at the hips, grab the ball, go all the way up and slam and repeat. So you want to use extension of the hips and ankles and knees, so triple extension, take the ball up and then slam using your hamstrings and your hips and obviously your abs as well. And that's going to be the finisher for day 5 of the Ramzan workout. And that's the end of week 1, guys. See you in week 2.